Hi, I'm Mike Braithwaite with Modern Atomics. We are at CEDIA Expo 2024 in booth 3520, and we are very happy to show you a new product we're launching here at the show. This product is called Reaktor, and it is a very advanced AI-controlled PDU, so power distribution unit. This device can power up to 22 of the low voltage shades, and it also can power keypads and RF transceivers and remotes, and it does several things. First of all, it's saves space. So because it can do 22 shades in one half rack unit, most of the competitors that we have can only do about 8 shades in that same space. So one enclosure that has 2 of those units can do up to 48 shades. So it really is a savings in that regard. As far as savings, this power supply is half the price of any other power supply in this trade show right now. So we're saving you a little bit on the cost. The other thing is it has no power. So meaning there's no AC input, there's no even DC input. And so this will save you on the electricity cost. You don't have to have a 15 amp circuit where you have these at, which is normal. Also with that, it reduces the power that's used from the shade motors. So we have kind of a little demo here. There's a multimeter that's set up. That is on one of the motor outputs, and that tells you what the voltage is. So right now we're at 0.013. That actually is not coming from us, that's from the capacitors of the motors. And eventually that would go out to 0, but that's just showing you that there's no volts. There's an amp meter on the front of the device. That tells you how much current is going on the outputs. And right now there's nothing that's there. So we have 2 shade motors plugged in. These are SI shades that are plugged into these front motor ports, and those are down here. And we also have a Somfy motor that's plugged into one of the motor ports in the back. Then I have one device port which has a RF transceiver. The RF transceiver allows me to do up to 16 channel inputs or 32 sub-gigahertz channel outputs. So now I can take any remote control. In this case, this is a Somfy, they call it a DecoFlex. It's a really nice control, wireless control. But this would also work with any Lutron Clear Connect device. So all those Pico remotes that everybody loves, or if they're into Bond. On Bond, you can use any of their controls, like the little sidekicks. And so what I can do now is I can click on this button, even though there's no volt and no amp. So we're gonna watch that. And now I'm gonna take the shades and move them up. So I'm gonna hit the up command. So now you see there's also 24 volts. The gauge is showing how much current is being taken right now, and the shades moved, and all of that, again, with no power. So there's still nothing plugged in power-wise. Now, eventually, even our energy storage module inside of here will run out of power. But I can control the 48 shades for up to about 3 weeks before I even run out. When I run out, if you want to be ultra green, you'll plug in a solar panel into our bus in. If you don't have a solar panel, that's okay. We give you an inline passive PoE injector. That little injector you can plug in to the front. Now that little amber light right there is showing I'm harvesting energy off that PoE injector. That's what's refueling my ESM. And so a wonderful product, half the price of the other products, saves 80% space, saves 99% of the energy usage. If you want to know more information about this, go to www.modernatomics.com, and we'll be glad to help you. And we have free design services, so let us know, and we're here to help.